Hello fellow B-movie lovers, I am Torstein from Cinema Terror, and today I have dug up the strange combination of an asylum movie mixed with my favorite music act, The Insane Clown Posse. The movie came out now 10 years ago during 2008, and it's called Death Racers. Not to be confused with the big Hollywood Jason Statham movie Death Race, which just so happened to come out a month before Death Racers. I did watch this film in a drunken state when it first hit DVD shelves, but since I can't remember much of it, and Violent J of Insane Clown Posse recently gave one of my older videos a shout out on both Twitter and Instagram, I felt like this would be a good opportunity to revisit Death Racers. Death Racers is set in the year of 2033, and things have gone pretty much to shit in the United States. The government is on the hunt for a criminal known as the Reaper, played by Scott Levy, better known by his wrestling name Raven. The Reaper has a scientist working for him, and he has big evil plans of contaminating the water supply for the entire world somehow. The government's answer to this huge threat is to set up a sort of television game show called the Death Race.
We're gonna change the name. We're gonna call it a Death Race.
They gather 4 murder-happy teams that are competing against each other to gather the most points in the game, which they can get by killing criminals within the game zone that are basically an isolated prison out in the desert. Or they can win the game by bringing back the Reaper, dead or alive. The 4 teams have their own death vehicle to assist them, and the teams are as follows. You have the Severed Head Gang, consisting of 2 of the most phony-looking Mexican gangsters you could ever find. Next team is Homeland Security, basically a typical ex-army guys that have done something wrong sometime, somewhere, and are now disgraced from the military forces. Then there is the duo of bimbo bombshells called Vaginamite, and of course our main stars, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope from the Insane Clown Posse as Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope from the Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, the clown duo is actually playing themselves. As a fan, it is good to know that they're still being active in 2033, although apparently they have become outlaws due to their music being blamed for influencing the bad acts of bad people.
Looks like they still have a strong fan base after all these years, despite their music being outlawed by the administration for 13 years.
ICP became the Charles Manson of their time, not directly responsible for killing anyone, but letting their subversive music guide the youth.
Ever since they were convicted of the Oak Park Elementary School massacre, the Stillwater shooting, the federal building explosion of 2020, and because of the hardcore music they produce, ICP has been the scapegoat for troubled youth for almost 20 years.
What the teams do not know is that the entire game is rigged as a way for the government to get the Reaper, and they do not care if they have to kill off all the game participants in the process, as they also control what's being shown to the world on TV. That's pretty much it when it comes to the story. It's simple, even if they nearly manage to make it messy due to poor storytelling, and honestly, you won't care about any parts of it, as you will quickly realize after pressing play on this thing that this will not be a plot-driven film. In fact, if you're not used to the standards of an asylum film, then the first thing you will notice is just how shitty of a production that this is. It hits you right in the face like a full diaper, and it can take time to adjust to if you're new to these lower-than-low direct-to-DVD features. Not that experience with these types of film ever makes you able to ignore how atrociously bad they are put together, or make you appreciate the urine-looking color scheme that I used, but at least you won't sit in shock wondering what the hell you're watching. But while it is a shitty looking film, there are still some highlights to it, that is, if you either are a juggalo or unawarely have juggalo humor. The Insane Clown Posse is the best part of this film, and that's not only being said by me because I'm a fan of their music. They look like they're having fun, they know exactly what kind of film they are in, and they have a natural charisma that separates them from the rest of the cast. The film is also written with their type of humor, so they fit perfectly in it.
Where we at, man? We in Shangri-La? I don't see my 72 virgins, so I'm gonna say no.
It's actually bizarre how much they go for the juggalo audience with this film. I would have no trouble believing it if someone told me that ICP's own company, Psychopathic Records, was co-producing this film. Apparently the reason they got involved with this film was that they were asked by friend and director of several of the music videos, Roy Kneirim, as he had gotten a task to deliver a take on Death Race for The Asylum. And Kneirim isn't just some young kid who wanted to have his favorite band in a movie either. He has been working on movie production since the late 80s, mostly by working on special effects on movies such as Toxic Avenger 2, Society, and plenty of other horror movies. This is not his first feature film as a director either, as he had several of those under his belt as well by this point in his career. Considering how many great music videos that he has directed that I enjoy a lot, it's hard for me to be too hard on him for his work on Death Racers. Filmmakers doesn't exactly get the biggest budgets to work with on an Asylum production, and the time schedule on these things are quite crazy. But still, the obnoxious editing and applying color filters that make everything look shady on purpose did not do much for me. Hell, there is a cool yellow car in this film, and due to the use of filters, it actually turns purple in one of the scenes. The soundtrack is filled with ICP songs. I think all the songs from the EP The Calm is represented in the film. That's fine for me who love their music, but they play a music clip in nearly every scene, switching from song to song on every cut, making them have to replay the same songs over and over. I think I heard Stale and Walk Into the Darkness 5 or 6 times, and that makes it become way too repetitive. So, do I recommend Death Racers to others? If you are insane and love to see every movie the Asylum puts out, then sure. If not, then I think you have to have an appreciation for insane clown posse and juggle of humor to be able to have any fun with this film.
I'm driving now, we in pursuit of your loot, bitch. I'm dirty with it for the bankrolls and bad hoes.
Death Racers is a shitty film, and the clowns are the only highlights of it. Since I do enjoy ICP as much as I do, I can easily sit through the rest of the shit in this film to get a few laughs when they come on to do their thing, and they do add a point on their own to the final score that I'm going to give it. So with that in mind, I'm giving Death Racers a 2 out of 5. So have you seen Death Racers? If so, was it because of ICP, or did you come across this film in some other type of way? Let me know your thoughts of it in the comment section below. Oh, and feel free to recommend some other Asylum movies if you think there is actually some gold to be found from their catalog. Hope you enjoyed this video, much clown love to my fellow juggalos out there, and hope to see you again for future reviews of low budget B-movies here on Cinema Terror.